It is what it is. You're racist, not reverse racism. You're just racist.
You're a natural born public speaker, and that's a fact.
Do you actually feel guilty of what you just told to feel guilty?
Focus on actually what we can do.
Point it out and show it to me.
You have the freedom to do what you want to and be what you want to in America.
What are we going to do about it?
What oppressed me?
Just saying.
So the CRT stuff, BS.
What is going on, folks and Folkloriamas? Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. And if you are just now finding out about this channel, thank you guys for taking your time out the day. No, thank you for taking your time out the day to check the channel out. If you've been liking what I've been doing thus far, subscribe, okay? But if you also feel like you need to get a feel for the channel a little bit more, you can do that also. Just kind of hold off until you get an idea of what I'm about. Then you can subscribe, okay? Okay, so what I was going to say right here real quick also is that there are some people that have been following my channel for a while and you forgot to subscribe. Double check to make sure that you are still subscribed, because there are people being unsubscribed from my channel. I'm telling you. Also, if you liking everything and you like this video, once this gets towards the end, whatever like that, if it even gets to the middle of the video and you liking it and you digging it, click the thumbs up button. I know this sounds crazy, folks, but the best thing you can do for me too is also let some people know. If you know that you got a handful of friends who are on the same page that you are when it comes to a lot of things that we talk about on this channel, tell them, check this channel out and tell them to subscribe too as well. I would really appreciate it if you guys did that. Appreciate it. All right, folks. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Modern Renaissance Man, that the O in modern is a 0. You can find me on Twitter, okay, at The Real Ty Smith. Okay, you can find me on Rumble at Modern Renaissance Man. All right. So anyway, what I want to do is get into this situation right here. Okay. And pretty much what it is, as y'all I probably see what the title is right here, is how blacks are being manipulated to be racist. So all these things you guys see going on right now, which is just flat out true. Black people, whether y'all watching this channel or not, it does not make me no difference. Whether white people watching this channel or not, it does not make a difference. This is for people who are actually trying to come to a conclusion, who want to seek out the truth. This is what this channel is all about. It's about fun, family, talking real, comedy. It's a lot of things in here. So what's been brought to the attention lately a lot is I have some real people that are black that are really concerned about not what I'm talking about, but they're really concerned that they feel like they've been bamboozled, which they have. So in a whole lot of conversations that I had yesterday, and I told you some were with my nieces, but a lot of them with other folks. And once we got to talking, we got to meet at things, I pretty much showed them how they were being manipulated to be racist. And once it hit them, it was just this, man, I done sat there and got so mad at some of my neighbors, and I done sat there and talk, and I done sat there and started looking at white people all funny. I said, I know. So here's the deal. What we were taught in school, how people felt about racism, gave us a Southern perspective of how racist people in the South were. Okay. We all know about how white people were. We all knew about, people, some of them, not all of them, with the Confederate flag. Like I said, and that's the truth. Some of them, not all of them, that with the Confederate flag were that way. Also, how the people in the South that had slaves, how they were enacted toward the slave, how they raised their kids to be toward slave. And as time went on, when the slaves were being freed, they still had this ideology and this narrative of how they were told to see black people. White people were told a particular way and how to see and perceive and talk to and call black people, right? So what you see going on right now is that the tables have been turned. Media, these movements are all doing exactly what was done to white people. Now, I'm not saying this was done to, what I'm talking about right now was not done to white people, but I'm saying that same concept that got white people to be racist against black people, that same concept, that same perspective, that same narrative, that same ideology is what the media, is what a lot of these activist groups are doing to actually manipulate black people into being racist towards white people. Just think. Black people, we'll get mad all day long. They used to call us monkeys. They called us niggers. They called us this. They called us that. Y'all, we come up with all these things that a lot of white people during those times called black people. And we looked at it as being evil, as being wrong, because white people were being trained. They were being pretty much christened to have a certain perspective about black people. Now we look back at that and say, that's evil, that's wrong. But then, oh, wait a minute now. Fast forward. Here we are in year, what, 2022? And black people, y'all don't realize that that's exactly what has happened to you. The media, these activist groups are manipulating you off of pure emotion, getting you to see white people out of a certain type of lens as being evil, as being having white supremacy over us, as being, gosh, having white privilege, as being inherently racist, that they're evil. They should be wiped from the face of this earth. They are of their forefathers. That's what you're being trained to do. That's the lens you're being trained to look at white people as. And then to do such a thing, to come at them in a certain type of way. Think about how you talk to them. I'm just being real. A lot of black people, think about how you even feel about white people. Now, did you feel that way about them 5 years ago? Did you feel that way about them 10 years ago? But all of a sudden, you starting to look at them funny now. You starting to, well, maybe they do got some white privilege. Well, maybe you are inherently racist. Yeah, that one time when you did kind of look at me kind of funny. Now you find yourself walking around grocery stores feeling like white people are just out to get you. So you can have some reason just to snap off on them because now you feel like you got this protection right now. You got this immunity right now that the society is pushing. And guys, it's the flat out God honest truth. When you want to talk real with people about certain things like this, they will tell you the truth. A lot of black people feel empowered. They feel like they can talk to white people a certain way and white people feel like they can't respond. Does that sound familiar? Don't that sound just like it was way back in the day where black people couldn't make eye contact with white people, where black people couldn't even say nothing back to white people because they were walking on eggshells feeling they would get beat or whipped? Well, guess what? The same exact thing is going on today, but the difference is white people now. White people walking on eggshells. White people act like they're scared to make eye contact with black people. White people act like they got to let people get in front of the line. I told somebody the other day, it really upset me. I had a few things in my hand. I'm one of those guys that go in there, I grab like 6 things I have in my hand. Now, the lady in front of me, she go, oh, you go ahead of me. And I'm like, okay, even though she's going to let me get in front of her, there's still 7 other people that was in front of her. Then they all look back. Oh, yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, just come on. And one person made this stupid comment. Yeah, you guys, you know, you deserve this. I'm like, what? I deserve this? I hope at first that y'all will let me go ahead because y'all seen that y'all had shopping carts and I had things in my hand. But when he made that comment, it made me think, wait, so y'all doing this just to try to pander? Or y'all doing it just to try to virtue signal? I was like, oh, I hope that's not it. So y'all, I'm weird. I'm one of those people that I get my stuff. I went on ahead and did what I need to do, but I waited on him and asked him why did he let me go. He said, because now is you guys' time. A white guy told me that. And so this is the conversation I'm talking to y'all I had with him. What I'm telling you guys right now is basically this guy and I talked for almost an hour. And I was showing him this same exact concept that look at this. Look what's going on now. That was a time where if black people were in a line or something like that and a white person came up, they had to move up and let him go. There was a time where black people couldn't make eye contact. They couldn't say nothing back. They couldn't even speak their mind. They couldn't even speak the truth. They couldn't tell a white person they was doing something wrong because they would end up facing some type of backlash and back whippings or beatings or lynching or something like that. But now, because just think, if you had cancer and it got reversed, that means you don't have cancer no more. So it's not reverse racism. It's just flat out racism. Black people are being racist towards white people. If you walk around feeling like you just got some type of one up on white people right now, where you can talk to them any kind of way, say what you want to, and then on top of that, your mindset is of that if they even say anything back, they better not dare say anything back because too long have we. No, see, you don't even understand. You are actually being the one that actually trying to make them inferior, which is making you superior, which means you are having black supremacy. Man, dude, it ain't nothing like that. Yes, it is. When it all comes down to it on a emotional and intellectual level, look at it. You are being racist towards white people, plain and simple. You have been manipulated to be racist towards white people. So it makes no sense. And that right there is an oxymoron where you feel that racism is wrong when it was done to black people. But then yet at the same time, here you are finding yourself being a racist. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. So anyway, it's like I'm getting told comments like this. You are doing this so you can have white people on your side. And what I'm talking about is me addressing this whole racism, guys. What I'm talking about overall is racism. And then I got people making comments like, well, it's kind of funny because I don't see anybody agreeing with you but a whole bunch of white people. Let's go back in time when white people were willing to kill white people to free black people. There was a lot of white people saying, you're just trying to be friends with all the black people. Look who all agrees with you, all the black people. Yeah, because black people were agreeing that it was wrong for them to be slaves. It was wrong for them to have to face racism. So now when you say to me, dude, you just doing this, look at this, you just doing this so you can make all the white people happy. Look at all the people that support you, they're all white people. Yes, because white people see that I'm addressing an issue that you are being racist to white people. What you are doing is wrong towards white people. What you're doing is evil towards white people. And of course white people would sit there and jump on my side because you got a black man that's willing to tell other black people how they are being wrong to white people. Back in our day, you had white people that were willing to kill other white people during the Civil War to help free black people. So, of course, it's the same exact thing going on right now. History is being repeated, except we are on the opposite side right now. A lot of, man, y'all just look out there in your world. Look what, man, black people going to jail and getting right back out. Matter of fact, there's a story that came out. I'm not going to get too much into that. I might address it because some of y'all sent it to me where a guy was a murderer and all this stuff like that. And he was released from prison. And guess what he did when he got out? He went and murdered more people. So anyway, I know a lot of people just, you have a hard time seeing this because you have to look at it from both sides, but it's hard for y'all to do that because if you keep on watching a certain station, kind of stuff that you never get no time to sit back and actually logically think about some of this stuff. You would see it exactly this way. That's what it is. They don't want to call it that. Black people can't be racist. Are you serious? That's the dumbest thing in the world. They're going another one of those cliches. Prove to me how black people can't be racist. The same system that had the whole world enslaved before black people came over. By the way, that's another thing too. Black people, y'all do know we didn't just come over here by ships. You know that black people were already here too. Indigenous people, some of them were black. Y'all didn't know that part of it too, huh? See what I'm saying? The whole point is to keep you ignorant to your real history. And they'll be able to play off of your emotions as of right now. Just like right now, when I ask black people, okay, so white people are evil and all that, right? White people are all inherently racist. What about the ones that were up north? What about them? What about the black people that are from up north? How do you know where you even came from? When you say that they enslaved our ancestors, what if your ancestors was the ones that was up north the whole entire time? And all they did was heard about slavery, but they never seen it. All they seen was black people that escaped from slavery that told them these stories, and they couldn't even fathom that white people down in the South were doing it to black people. How do you know you didn't see from those? See what I'm saying? This is the question this is the type of conversation a lot of them don't want to get into because number one, they would have to admit that they are wrong. That's the number one thing. They would have to admit that they're wrong. Then the other thing they're going to have to face when their truth hit, they don't want to have to go back and tell this to their community. They want looked at it funny. They don't want to face that. 3, pride. You don't want to admit it. You don't want to admit it. You got so much pride. Then 4, it's that type of thing that I learned just in being in my relationship with myself. I'm just being real open with you guys. There was a time in my marriage, our first maybe 2 or 3 years, where if I'm telling y'all the truth. If I was wrong about something, I didn't want to get it right because I didn't want to have to sit there and admit that I did it. I didn't want to admit that I did something wrong to my wife. I didn't want to have to admit that my wife was right about something because I had that pride. But who did that end up hurting who did that end up hurting in the long run? It would end up hurting you. You're holding on to it after you came to the truth. You holding on to it because you want to be mad. So what I'm saying is that it was a time when me and my wife maybe had a dispute over something like that. My wife would come back and be like, yeah, you were right. I'm sorry. But I didn't want to. Oh, no, I don't want that. I want to still be mad at her. I don't want that. I don't want to resolve the issue. I want to stay mad at her because now I feel like, ooh, I got some on you now. So now that the world has come to terms that a lot of stuff that was done way back then was wrong. I don't know why we act like we just now, ding, it was wrong that they did them things back to black people in that day. Let's respond now. Dude, it did not happen to y'all. Black people, it did not happen to y'all. Unless you are in your 150 some years old or something like that. Slavery did not happen to you. But you responded and being pissed off like it just happened to you yesterday. Like slavery ended yesterday. Yeah, ignorant to that. Slavery did not end yesterday. So how are you going to be pissed off and upset about something that did not happen to you? Well, see, man, so you getting pissed off at white people way back then during those times of slavery. You getting pissed off at current white people now who had nothing to do with those white people back then. But then riddle me this, but we not pissed off at black people that's killing black people at an alarming rate. No, we're not getting mad at that, right? No? Yeah, because white people are coming after us. Give me a sec. I'm going to show y'all something here real quick. I'm going to show y'all something here really, really quick. I'm going to bring this up right here. Let's see. So what I'm saying this all for is that the media society would have you thinking that white supremacy is like the number one thing that's targeting black people or something like that. You got NBA players getting in on all this nonsense like LeBron James, and they put it out there like, oh man, you know, our biggest issue is white people. No, black people, we kill each other at a huge alarming rate. We kill each other more than what white people do, and we kill more white people than what white people kill of white people. So for example, okay, I'm gonna see if I can get this put up here so you guys can see it so I won't be in the way. But white people killed 246 black people. Okay. Black people. Y'all want to take a wild guess? You want to take a wild guess how many white people black people killed? Black people killed 566 white people. White people killing black people is the biggest issue. Did I miss something? Did I miss something there? See what I'm saying? My point is saying all this, black people, if you even listening to this right now, which a lot of y'all not, because y'all get pissed off and instantly get emotional and don't want to hear the whole thing out. You just start saying something to him. I'm about to tell him something. Point is saying that is that when you see things like this come out, you need to go and research, but they don't expect you to do that because they think that you are so stupid, dumb, and ignorant that all you're going to do is respond. Like a lot of us do. White people do it too, or a lot of people do it. You get pissed off because somebody is saying something to you, so you just instantly want to respond and give me a piece of but then I get it. We're human. We're all human. Somebody brings something, you believe it, you respond. But what I like to do, I calm my emotions down. Let me go get some statistics. Let me go get some facts to see what's going on here. So anyway, I might play this video that came from Crowder right here. Love the guy. Would love to go on the show. Crowder, look me up, bro. I want to go on there. So, but I'm probably gonna let a video of his play, and we'll go from there.
Keep in mind the population difference. That means that white people killed less than half the amount of blacks when they make up 76% of the population, but black Americans killed double the amount of whites, even though they only make up about 13% of the population. That is an unbelievable gap. So if I have to watch another film where the bully is the white kid in a Letterman jacket, or the person breaking in for some home security system commercial is the white guy with a bolo tie, I'm going to lose it.
But Stephen, it's still white supremacy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? It's the truth. It's flat out the truth. And I love stuff like this. All right, folks, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel if you have been following me for a while. If you like what I've been doing thus far, check the channel out a little bit more and then subscribe. By all means, do that. But do not forget also to give the video a thumbs up so it can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget, I know I'm saying this, folks. The best thing you can do is let like-minded people know about this channel. That's one of the best things you can do. Like, even when this video is over with, send it to one of your friends or your buddies. Hey, check this out. And when you do check it out, subscribe to the guy. I mean, that's one of the best things you guys can do for. And I really appreciate you guys doing this for me and other channels just like mine. I'm on Instagram at Modern Renaissance Man. The 0 is a 0 in modern. I'm on Rumble also at Modern Renaissance Man. I'm on Twitter at The Real Ty Smith. I also have another YouTube channel called MRM Ministry. If you want to go over there and check that out, I'm over there as well. That's where I pretty much focus a lot of stuff on Christianity, et cetera, all right? So anyway, appreciate you guys, and I'm getting ready to check out. I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area, you might find a video that I've done in the past. It can be funny, it can be something serious. It does not matter. But this is something that you can also do to check out more material that I do in my channel, because I do a lot in this channel, all right? So again, appreciate everything from you guys. Keep on watching it, keep on supporting it, and God bless you all.